The most unprofessional video I have ever made and that I'm ever going to make is currently being filmed in log. What a time. How's it going? My name's Brock. I have been a writer for the majority of my life, and for the last 10 years, I've been incredibly blessed to say that I am a full time entrepreneur. And this is an announcement video to say that after a long time, since I was 15 years old, I am finally going to write my first book. But there's a catch, and the title said it. I have from today, March 15th, 2025, until April 28th, 2025, to outline, write, make, and release my first ebook. What's funny is that when I got into writing, when I was very, very young, and I've consistently done it over time, I only cared about fiction. I started with fan fiction, and then I got into short stories. And then when I got into high school, I started writing longer form stuff. But I have never been able to bring myself to sit down and take the time to fully write front page to last page a entire book. The only nonfiction that I wrote back then were gaming scripts for YouTube videos. And then it evolved into I got a job as the lead writer at a gaming publication. That was super cool. And then I got into ghostwriting and I started writing things like business columns. And now I've relaunched my newsletter recently. And it's mostly about things that I wish that I knew when I started writing, overcoming the early fears of writing. And I blend that with 10 years of entrepreneurial experience to teach people how to go from a basic idea to a full-blown scalable business. And that's kind of the problem I'm solving with this book. And I say kind of. There's an issue I see. Maybe not an issue, but it's just something that I've noticed in the entrepreneurial space. A buzzword has been entrepreneur, and I don't really like it, but that's the only way I can describe myself. The funny thing is, people, and not everyone's doing this, but there's a large percentage of people on the internet that are selling this idea that you can do it easily the first time that you do it. Yeah, once you've done it before, you kind of figure out the systems that you can use time and time again, but everybody is a little bit different. And the problem that I want to solve with this book is that I wish that when I was 21 years old and I was first dabbling in this world, that somebody had sat me down and given me the very hard lessons that I needed. Not just what to do, but what you should not do under any circumstances. And at this point in my life, 10 years in, I think I finally have enough clarity that I can share that with the world and make a honest contribution to it. So the target audience, I guess, is people who have been wanting to start their first business for a long time. They don't like the trajectory that their life is on. They're in college and following the traditional path and they don't know how to get out of it, or they're 50 years old, they've been on this path forever, and they wake up and realize, wait, I've had this dream forever, what do I do? That's kind of who this is going at. At the end of it, not only am I going to release this book and put it out into the world, but I want to make lots and lots of videos and lots of articles on my newsletter about what to do and what not to do when it comes to writing a book in this short amount of time. It is not going to be a 160 page, cover to cover novel by no means. It's going to be concise. It's going to be to the point. It's going to be honest, and it's going to share the reality of how gritty and hard this life can be. Because sometimes, especially in the beginning, it is a tooth and nail battle. The funny thing is I wasn't going to make this particular video today. I was going to make something with a little bit more production value, but I got home, realized I'd put it out on social media, but there's a concept that history buffs will know, and Nicholas Cole made a video about it, and it kind of jarred my memory because I hadn't thought about this in a long time. But it's this concept of burn the boats. I feel like, at least for me, in order to make giant leaps in life, you have to be backed into a corner in some way, shape, or form. So that's why this video exists. Because I've said it, that means I have to do it. And even if nobody watches this video, even if nothing comes from this, I want to be able to, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, be able to come back to this exact video, know that I said I was going to do it, and that I actually frickin' did it. So, hope you come along for the journey. If you want to watch some of the process along the way, you can join my newsletter. It's the first link down in the description, completely free. I share writing tips, I share business tips, and general habit and mindset stuff that's related to both of those things. Anyways, I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video and on April 28th when Under Budget releases.